the standards are going to get more and more diverse. We want it natural. We want the stretch marks. We want the textured skin. We want the freckles. We want imperfected people are what I think today's beauty standard is. I just hope that it goes into the direction of getting more and more diverse and more inclusive. And yeah, I'm all for it.
Hey guys, I'm Yvanne Lista, host of At the Backdoor, where we discuss controversial, taboo, and socially relevant topics. Today we're joined by our producer, Keiko.
Hi everybody, my name is Keiko and I'm currently part of the production team of At the Backdoor.
Today we'll discuss about beauty standards, the warped perception of beauty. How was beauty defined for you? Lalo na yung earliest memory mo of what beauty is.
Well, for me, growing up in my household, beauty was chinita eyes and really, really fair skin. And on my dad's side of the family, they're Japanese. And it kind of like their standards kind of bled over to my mom's side, and like the standard was straight hair, chinita, very, very fair skin. And then growing up, I guess it was kind of the same where I went. In the Philippines, that's what they would say, or that's what they would hint at, that was beautiful.
And how did that affect you, lalo na growing up? You're very impressionable.
Yeah, like when I was younger, because I'm not fair skinned, like I can go light and then medium and then tan, and it's like different for me all the time. Kahit na wala tayong season sa Pilipinas, parang yung skin ko may seasons siya. And when I was younger, like my titas would say when I would get dark after the summer, they would tell me, "Oh my God, ang itim-itim mo na. Like your skin is so pangit na because you like let the sun make you dark or whatever." And whenever I would hear that, when I was younger, I wouldn't care. Like maybe up to like I don't know 8, 9, I wouldn't care. I would just be like whatever. Like I don't care about beauty. I don't. It's not a big deal to me. And then maybe when I was like 12 and 13, and that's the age when you start liking boys or girls or whatever in your school. And
Mas conscious ka na.
Yeah, and then you become conscious and you're like, oh, I wonder if they find me beautiful. Like, what is the standard of being beautiful? And I remember thinking that I was only like 12 or 13 and recognizing that everyone found different people beautiful. Because I don't know, but with my experience, like there was never something singular, but the always recurring was yung yun nga, fair skin.
Actually, I remember growing up, I was asking the same question, like, ano ba yung standard? Ano ba yung generally beautiful? Tapos, dahil sa media, like, pinapakita nila these, like, bitches, bitchy characters, and sila lagi mga popular, pretty girls. So, I thought I have to be a bitch to achieve that kind of persona, that beauty.
That's interesting. That you thought you had to be because she was the pretty one. That's really interesting. Like in movies and TV shows and stuff, like the bitch would be the pretty one, but for some reason I always liked the uglier one because I don't know, but at a young age I always found things that are imperfect the prettier one, or the back kasi in movies it's like the blonde with the blue eyes and the fair skin or whatever, she's the pretty one. But to me, I always
relatable.
Yeah, di siya relatable eh. Like to me, I'm like I like the brunette with the weird fashion sense and like dark brown eyes or whatever. Or maybe that was just me trying to be cool. But yeah, like that's how I thought of. And until now, that's kind of still how I feel. But you get older and you realize, the other one is actually really pretty too. And you start liking. It's all preferences naman, diba? As you get older. Mm-hmm. But when you were younger, ba, like, what was the standard that was put onto you?
Ganun din. Like, super puti, walang peklat sa legs,
Yeah, yeah,
hindi
yeah.
nagpapaaraw, mamula-mula yung cheeks. Like, sobrang unattainable. So, nare-restrict din yung activities ko as a child. Like, bawal ako tumakbo, bawal ako magpaaraw.
So they would literally tell you not to do something because you might get dark.
Oo, kasi papangit yung kutis ko. So, did that affect yung insecurities mo today?
Because when I was in elementary, and we were like all mixed kids. Like there was like white kids and Filipino kids and like dark kids, Middle Eastern, whatever. We were all very mixed. I feel like that really helped me not be insecure. But I do remember like every time after summer, and then that's when parang school starts, diba? June, ganun, for us. School starts in June. Tapos, I'd be dark. Like, I'd be literally yung reddish brown. And I remember people in school be like, "What happened to you? Like, oh no, are you okay?" I mean, but um, that's just probably like the extreme scenario. But like, I'm just generally more tan than like my other Japanese friends, and I got it from my mom's side. They're like a little bit more yellow, a little bit darker. So one of the standards also growing up was that like really big, pretty eyes, you know? And like in school, they would make fun of me for having really small eyes, and I would just be like, I didn't know that I was supposed to be insecure about that. Like, I didn't know that that was a thing. Um, and when I was younger, when people said, oh, like she's chinita or whatever, I don't really consider myself as chinita because I'm not fair skin, but then I do have like slanty eyes. And I would just be like, oh, but when I was younger, people tell me that chinita is nice or whatever, you know. Um, but then as I got older and there's like media, Instagram, and um, all that all that stuff, it really did make me insecure to the point where I was like, should I get fucking eyelid? Sorry, should I get eyelid surgery? Like, should I like do something about them? Because like, and it's also one thing is that when you have eyes like mine, it's really hard to put on makeup. Like eyeshadow, forget about her. You can't use her.
Dapat
But
yung eyeliner mo ganyan kakapal.
exactly. Like there are certain angles where they're really pretty, but most of the time I just get really insecure, and you can't really do anything about them. Like you can't, no matter how much eyeliner you put or mascara or whatever, they're just gonna look the same, And for a long time, that was my insecurity. Like I was like, mom, should I go to Korea and like get my eyelids done, like the other girls who go there and get them done, and it shocked me that my mom was like, yeah, okay, you can do that if you really want to. And I was like, you're supposed to talk me out of this. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? She was just like supportive. She was like, yeah, maybe you should if you really want to, like if it really makes you sad. But then her saying that made me um, made me think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do it. And also, like, if I ever have kids or whatever, I don't want them to like um, not look at me or have the same insecurity as me and be like, oh, okay, I'll just get surgery because mom got surgery. I mean, no, what's it called? No hate to people who get plastic surgery. You do you if it makes you happy. But me myself, like, I don't want if I do have kids, which I might not, or whatever. But if I do, I don't want it to be their insecurity, and I don't want them to be like, oh, I'll just get surgery for this and this and this and this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like if it's one thing that I would be insecure about, it's my eyes. In terms of like my skin color, because I'm more tan. I mean, I'm Filipino, so I'm tan, you know. When I would get darker, yeah, they would make fun of me. But I honestly love my skin color. Like, I really like it. It looks really good in pictures. Like, it's like I always went to the. I look like I always went to the beach.
So we touched on plastic surgery.
Yes.
Um, Kasi yung mga tao nga sinasabi na, yeah, you do you, like, go lang, like,
Mm-hmm.
just do whatever to your body. Pero, ayun nga, at the same time na, you have to know your intention why you're doing this plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Tapos, hindi mo pwede sabihin na, it's my body, my choice. Like, I can do whatever. Pero, that decision is influenced by the beauty standard, by patriarchy. So
Mm-hmm.
even if it's a feminist um, choice or option na you can do this to yourself, hindi pa rin siya super like feminist kasi patriarchy pa rin yung nagdidikta ng beauty standard.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that. It's like I understand you do you, but you want to change into what the patriarchal standards have always been or will always be or whatever. Yeah, I get that, but it's also for me what I feel like is like let the patriarchy do their thing. Like what they can think of me in this way, whatever. But if I do what I want to do, then ultimately it's like an act of service to yourself, like loving yourself, exercising your rights and like doing what you want, which is also stepping on the patriarchy and being like, yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
woman, I can do whatever I want. But I
Yeah.
I do get that though, yeah.
Yeah. I agree din sa sinabi mo that having that option, like doing whatever we want to our bodies it's feminist. Pero yung the beauty standard na nagdidikta
Mm.
what we should do is not feminist. Pero at the same time din, may napanood akong video talking about this. At the same time, we can't blame women who underwent surgery because they're insecure. Kasi that's how you play the game. If you want to be a celebrity, if you want to be like a super famous influencer,
Yeah.
like this is the beauty standard. Ito yung gusto ng market.
Mm-hmm.
So we shouldn't think na masama na yung mga women who or men who does these things to fit in the beauty standards. Kasi, that's just how the game is.
But I'm also just like very scared of surgery. I'm like very scared that like I come in and I'm like, yeah, I just want to get like, give me a crease, like give me bigger eyes, whatever. I come out and I'm like, we're sorry, you're
Botched.
blind. Exactly. Mine was an extreme version, but yeah, like botched. What if like you do it and then it comes out and then you don't like it and you hate it, you know? And but other people could
Yeah.
say, but you should just do your research and you should check the surgeon's work and da da da. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
Di lang ako sang-ayon pag these women or these men na nagpa-surgery or naka-filter tapos magbebenta sila ng mga skincare products. It's just so stupid.
Kasi diba, like if you think about it, you're gonna say this is what saved me, this is what saved the skin. What if there was this person who didn't have a lot of money to spend, but they're struggling with acne or they're struggling with their skin? They save up like all the pennies that they can from their job or whatever for a whole month just to buy that thing that you're advertising and it doesn't even freaking work. Diba? Like
Yeah. Tapos you would think na ikaw na yung may problema kasi it's not working for you.
yeah, or it just leaves the person super frustrated, like super frustrated and just like, oh wow, I just wasted my money. And to a rich person, it doesn't mean much, but like for someone who's just living day to day or paycheck to paycheck, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, I was watching this documentary about skin lightening products na
Like
yung
bleach.
mga fake Chinese products. Tapos it has like 40,000 something I forgot the unit of mercury. Basta sobrang taas ng
Oh,
mercury niya.
I feel like we watch or we read the same things because I know about
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Tapos sobrang wild lang nun. Tapos ang dami kong mga kilala that uses that, yung mga tita ko.
Yeah, and they put it,
Like,
is it like soap or lotion? Like they put it on the skin, right?
oo.
Yeah, they put it on their
Like,
skin and it
sobrang
makes
wild.
it sweeter. It's crazy. Like, I bet, I mean, there's probably already studies on parang, whitening products lead to this and this sort of disease or this and this sort of cancer. Um,
Mm-mm.
yeah, it just comes down then to people wanting what they don't have. Like, for example, white people always tanning and then brown people trying to get lighter or whatever. I mean, not everyone, but there's been a lot of
Yeah. So what's your opinion on today's beauty standards?
today's beauty standards. So I don't know how, like, okay, what is today's beauty standards to
Like
me?
fox eyes.
Oh yeah, yeah, the fox eyes, the big butt, like the
Yeah, big lips.
big lips, big butt, but then flat belly or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And like actually today's standards is tan skin, like, or caramel, whatever they want to call it. Um, And honestly, I think I'm happy with it because from here on, it's the standards are going to get more and more diverse. And there's like a subculture of the mainstream standard now that is like, we want it natural, we want the stretch marks, we want the textured skin, we want the freckles, we want imperfected people are what I think today's beauty standard is. Um, I feel like it's also because there's mainstream and then like below it and then like subcultures or whatever. To me, because like mainstream beauty standard doesn't necessarily apply to everyone, But then the subculture of the standard, but then a little bit imperfected, um, that can apply to everybody. So that's why I'm basing it off of that. And I like it. I'm for it because from here on, it's gonna get more diverse. Just like a couple years ago, people would make fun of other people for having a big butt, but now it's a commodity. Everyone wants a bigger butt. Back then, if you had big lips, you were told like, oh, you're a duck, or oh, you're like you look African or whatever. And then now everyone's getting lip fillers, doing lip plumpers and stuff. And I knew people before who had like really, really big lips and they would bite them all the time to make them smaller. And now, look at those people who were bullying them, probably getting lip fillers now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just hope that it goes into the direction of getting more and more diverse and more inclusive. Um, and yeah, I'm all for it.
Do you think ba na like yung big lips, big butt, tan skin, do you think it's appropriating black
Black
people?
culture.
Yeah, black culture.
The thing is, because for me, I think for a long period of time, that was what was being put down and beat up. And for me, it's more like it's their time to shine now. Like it's their turn to be like what's seen as beautiful. But yeah, elaborate more on what you're saying.
I think lang kasi if you're fucking racist, tapos ginagaya mo na yung traits ng mga black people, like, that's just no. Sobrang mali lang.
Yeah, I think like that's the beauty standard now, but it's like embracing those parts of you. You know what I mean? It's not
Mm-mm.
necessarily like someone who has all of that in one, but let's say there's a Asian girl who has been always told that she's ugly, whatever, because she's that, I'm just kidding, that she's not like fair skinned or whatever, but she has a butt. So she feels good about herself because she has that. You know what I mean? Or,
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you don't have to have that, but then it helps you be more confident. And the reason why I'm saying diverse is because like everyone kind of has that. Like everyone has like this group of people has freckles, but they don't have anything else. All the other like beauty standards. These people have big butts. These people have caramel skin. Um, you know what I mean? Like it can apply or it can be found in a lot of different people. That's why I like it.
Okay. Gets.
Yes.
I still don't agree with it, but I get what you're saying. Mas nagiging
Yeah.
diverse na yung beauty, hindi lang siya like white person.
White supremacists, like European features and whatever.
Yeah, we're more accepting now with the beauty standards. Pero at the same time, we take these traits and blow it out of proportions na hindi na siya achievable. Tapos iniisip pa ng mga ibang tao that natural lang yun. So, yeah, that's what I don't agree with. To our viewers who has an insecurity about their physical selves or they don't fit the beauty standard, like what do you want to tell them?
No matter how ugly you think you are, or how ugly you may feel, just know that there will always be someone there who will find you attractive. Because I believe, like at the core of it, everyone's attractive in their own way. And I don't want to be cheesy and be like, yeah, but I'm really ugly. I hate my nose, my eyes, my lips, whatever. And if you're talking about my personality, like it's not that great, whatever. That's because that's your perception of yourself, you know. And even though like maybe you got bullied at school and now that's why you feel ugly or whatever, you were really young. Like you look way different now. And yeah, just know that someone will always find you attractive. And the way to unlock what that other person who will find you attractive, the way to unlock what they see is to practice self love and to find yourself attractive first. You know, do things that make you feel attractive, whether that's working out or makeup or whatever, anything to boost your confidence, like wear the stuff you want to wear.
Yeah, I super agree. I think girls who are super confident and who are just really comfortable in their own skin, I find them super attractive. Kahit di sila yung beauty standards, if they, nafe-feel mo talaga yung energy nila. And physically, mas nagiging attracted ako sa kanila when they're more comfortable about themselves.
Yeah.
I guess that's because of the energy that they give off.
And it's also because you feel like they don't feel the need to impress anyone and they're just being themselves. And those are always the best people because I don't know, like they're the most fun. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you, Keiko.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. If you guys have any comments, comment down below. We would love to hear it. And also, please. And also, hit the like button down below and please subscribe. Yeah, model mo yung hands mo, Keiko. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!